Hi everyone, my name is Amber Walsh and I am a independent fashion consultant with LuLaRoe. I am just coming on today to try and make a quick video about some tips and tricks that I've learned from selling LuLaRoe. I have only been selling for approximately 2.5 months. I officially onboarded in September, the middle of September, and although I really didn't start selling until October, I'm adding that half of a month in there. So the first thing I want to say is it is a big investment. And the number one thing that I have seen with people who have decided to sign up is they don't choose a sponsor that fits them and that's there for them. And I actually have a friend who is local to me who signed up under somebody that she knew was selling, and there's some issues there. She said that she doesn't really get to talk to her sponsor. Her sponsor doesn't respond to her. She's getting all the help from her group, which is fine to have a group to help you out, but you want somebody who you know and can build a relationship with and can trust and to help guide you in your journey, because you are making a big investment. And so just like any investment that you do, you want somebody who knows what they're doing to help guide you and lead you in the right direction and offer tips and tricks. So that's my number one thing. If you don't have a good sponsor, I'm sorry. I would definitely reach up to your upline, see if they can help you, or another team member who has a sponsor who may be able to help you as well, because I know that my sponsor does help other people. She's helped somebody who's on our team but under a different sponsor. So, I mean, that's what they're there for. So that being said, that's your main before you even sign up. You want to have a good sponsor. The other thing I want to say is it's okay if it takes you a while to get your money for your investment. Not everybody has access to $5,000 in either cash or credit card, or the ability to get a loan, or Uncle Jim to borrow from. So it's okay. If you sign up, this is what you want to do. You just gotta start sticking money aside and you will eventually get that, and they will wait for you. So for me, I had to wait. I didn't have the money right away. I knew this was something that I wanted to try and to do, and I got my call and I just had to tell them, I don't have the money right now, and they were totally fine with it. They just said to the person who called me specifically just gave me her personal email address and was like, email me when you're ready and I will, email me a time and a day that works for you that you'll be able to answer and that we can get you set up, and I'll do that. So that's what I had to do. So I wasn't able to onboard right when I first originally got my call. It didn't take too much longer after I got the call to email her, but I did have to wait. So it's okay if you have to wait, even if it's a month. I think mine was like 2 weeks. I think my little one might be waking up. So it's okay if you have to wait to get that investment, because it is a lot of money, and they know that. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about is how I guess my mistake with inventory. I did not keep up with what I had and what I was selling, and that is a huge thing that has come back to bite me in the butt right now, and it's horrible. So I don't want anybody else to go through that or to deal with that. I use a program, it's called Shop the Row. I think it's $10 a month or $9.99, something like that. And it keeps track of all your inventory. The problem is that you need to have it photographed, and I don't have everything photographed. So most of the stuff I do have, I think 290 pieces that I have in my inventory that are photographed and ready right now, but I know there's a lot more that isn't photographed, and so I couldn't keep up with how many Irmas I have in each size, and I wasn't keeping track of what was selling and what I was getting low on. So once I have everything in photographed and in the system, that'll help me because it does break it down by size, style, and size, and it gives you a quantity that you have. Until then, I went through and I hand counted everything, and my paper's kind of under the tripod there. So I hand counted, all my azures and everything else that I have. And then I kind of went back and was like, I want to have azure is a skirt that I added on. So, and the Carly is also the dress that I added on. So those I don't have up, and I wasn't expecting to. I don't have them quite at the level that I want. But like the Cassies, the classics, and the Irmas, those are all things that came in my inventory that I should have bulked up on before I added the other styles. So I'm really kicking myself in the butt for that right now. What I'm doing is I'm doing 5 different patterns. So if you get a duplicate, so you get 2 of the same print in extra small Irma, you would just count that as 1. So if you got 5 shirts and you had that 1 duplicate, then you would only have 4. Does that make sense? So you're having 4 different prints, and then you just put that duplicate. You could hang it up or, just stash it away, and it'll clear up some room because my racks were getting ridiculously full. But I went through and I said, I want 5 in like the extra smalls and 5 in the extra smalls because I don't sell as many, but I do want a variety there, and 5 is a good number of choices for somebody to choose from. And then I want 10, in small, medium, large, extra large. And then I want 5 in the 2X and 5 in the 3X. And so I went through and like say for example, the Cassies in medium, I only have 4 different prints. So I'm off -6 or 6 for that count to get up to the 10 that I need. So I went through and I did that, and I am off like 190 pieces to get everything where I want it to be. And that's including the azures and Carlys that I know. I only ordered about 5 of, just to kind of introduce the style. So if I would have done it smart, I wouldn't have added on the azures and the Carlys, and I would have bulked up my initial inventory to have about 5 to 10 pieces in each style. Oh no, that was which one of my kids? Instead of before I added on the azure and the Carly. The other thing I would have done is I would have kept track of what I sold so that I would know what I need to order. That I didn't do, and that's how I know I got behind so much on some of them. Some of the things I only have 3 in each print. I only have like 3 or 4. I think I'm down to like 2 in a couple of the really popular sizes, and some of it had to do with back ordering. There wasn't, that size or style available at the time, so I got a back order slip. I have a couple back order slips here that I don't have them counted in. So this is the back order slips look like. It has my number there, and this one I was missing a 2X Irma and an extra large Sarah, and this one I was missing a extra small Carly. So there was the back orders, and then there were some missing items, and so I know once I get all of those, they will be added in and help me bulk everything back up. But I wish I would have kept track of all of that from the get-go, because now I have more inventory in different styles, and I'm like low on the popular sizes because I'm not keeping up with that inventory. So those are kind of my tips and tricks with doing that. My advice for you guys right now, to when you start out, keep up with your inventory and to find a good sponsor, somebody who will be there to answer your questions morning, noon, and night, because you will have a lot of them when you get started. It is a business, and if you've never ran a business before or you're having difficulties, you need somebody who you can go to. My little is still awake, so I'm going to end that now, and I'll come back and I'll do a different video on ordering and how I keep up with my sales. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye!